The basic definition of basar b'chalav is found in the Shulchan Aruch Yeridea, Siman Pei Zayin, Halachot Aleph and Bet, and there the Shulchan Aruch says clearly, Lo tevashel gedi b'chalev imo gimel pamim. As we said, there are three psukim, or one pasuk mentioned three times. Asur, echad li'isur bishul, echad li'isur achila, echad li'isur hana'ah. Votzi achila b'lashon bishul. And the prohibition of achila, for that prohibition we use the verb bishul, bet shin lamed, levashel, lomar, she'eino asur min haTorah ela dela derech bishul. That min haTorah, the only kind of meat and milk that is prohibited, is the kind that was cooked together. That's why the pasuk says, Lo tevashel. Lo tevashel, don't cook, don't eat, don't have, but it's only in a tevashel kind of situation. Aval midrabanan, the Mechaber says, the Rabbanan have determined, Asur b'kol inyan. It's always going to be prohibited. So when the meat and the milk was not cooked together, it is still prohibited to eat the meat and the milk together. The Ramah adds, there's a quote from the Tur, Kol basar b'chalav she'eino asur min haTorah mutar b'hana'ah, as we said. Basar b'chalav, which is not also min haTorah, some kind of a mixture that was not cooked, mutar b'hana'ah. That kind of basar b'chalav you can give to a goy, you can sell it to a goy, you can give it to your animals, etc. However, in Halacha Gimel, the Shulchan Aruch makes an exception. It says, Eino noheg ela b'basar b'heimat tahora, b'chalav b'heimat tahora. In other words, in order to make the prohibition or the prohibited mixture of basar b'chalav, you have to start off with edible ingredients, so that the basar has to come from an edible animal. And the chalav, the milk, has to come from an animal that is tahora, as we have explained previously. Aval, basar tahora b'chalav tmeya, basar tmeya b'chalav tahora, mutarim b'bishul u'v'hana'ah. But if you have a mixture, either the meat is not edible, or the milk is not edible. The meat because it's treif for some reason, or the milk because it's not good, and then you mix it together and you cook it, that's not part of the prohibition that we have just mentioned of basar b'chalav. So mutarim b'bishul b'hana'ah. So it's permitted, the Shulchan Aruch says, bishul is permitted, you're allowed to cook it, and hana is permitted. Ubasar chaya v'of, and then the meat of a chaya, of a wild animal and of a fowl, afil b'chalav torah mutar b'bishul u'v'hana'ah. So you see that, let's say chicken. Chicken is not included in the biblical prohibition, but it is included midrabanan. Nevertheless, it's mutter to cook the chicken with the milk, and it's mutter to have hana from the chicken and the milk that you have cooked. The only thing that Chachamim prohibited was achila. V'af achila also midrabanan. But the Shulchan Aruch says that achila, the eating of the chicken that was cooked in the milk, is also midirabanan, also prohibited midirabanan.